As we mentioned, markets are scratching back up the wall to the green sign here after the House Ways and Means Committee passes the tax bill onto the next stage and the Senate reveals its plan. Squared CEO Jeff Scia has made an investment or two, and I'm wondering around what the tax reform plan might have, or do you just tune that out?
No, I mean, I think right now the near future and maybe the median future, the stock market is contingent on this tax plan getting passed, because investors right now, after this rally has gone as far as it's gone, are looking for the next catalyst. The next catalyst will be this tax plan. And you know, one thing I've been saying all along, don't underestimate the incompetence of this Congress to get anything done. So we're hearing a lot of speeches and we're getting a lot of people that are saying that it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be too comfortable with it.
Let me be very clear in this question. Will the promise of tax reform by the end of the year be held or broken?
They will break the promise. In my opinion, they're going to break the promise. What I'm hearing and the people that I'm talking to are hearing that there's a lot of underlying disagreements. And as long as there's these underlying disagreements, it's going to take them a lot longer. Keep in mind, they've proven to move very slow on even getting it to this place. They should have had this well beyond this by now. So there's a lot of contention going forward.
Charlie and I have been really focusing here on Countdown about this carried interest loophole for the big private equity guys.
Right.
Do you pay that rate of 20%? Wait, whoa. He's pausing. Are you a carried interest guy who gets 20%?
Listen, 20%, no, I am not. But the carried interest, it's a very important factor here because it is involving a lot of the investment funds who are run by a lot of powerful people. I'm not saying that they should have the voice that they've been given, but they are going to create a big stir in the background.
Oh,
The lobbyists are going to create a big stir in the background from the people that I talk to. They are being very obstinate and cling to this in the private equity world, and they're not going to want to see it go away.
Well, I don't want to see my ability to write off my state and local taxes go away, but I'd feel a little bit better about it if billionaires paid what we are paying.
Yeah, and keep in mind, the tax cut for small businesses are the lifeblood of this economy. Yeah. They need the tax cut. So yes, the billionaires and everybody else, they might need to sacrifice, and the deductions may need to go away, but we need the corporate tax cut, and that's where a lot of the controversy is coming.
I have no problem with the corporate tax cut, but for individuals paying 20% when they're way wealthier than many of our viewers, and those viewers are in 25, 35, 39 bracket, no, that's not going to sit well. All right, what would you, we got about a minute left. Knowing all of the problems and potholes on the road ahead to getting tax reform done, what would you be investing in right now?
Well, right now, I mean, I'm not very optimistic about the market after it's come this far. I do like Amazon, I do like Netflix, and I like Facebook. But we're talking about 3 stocks that I like. I think the fact that this market has been driven by 5 stocks, 50% of the gains by 5 stocks. True. I would not trust the market that's been driven by 5 stocks. I think if these tax cuts don't happen, we are headed for a fall. So I would not be waiting.
What are your 3 stocks?
Well, right now I like Amazon, I like Facebook, and I like Netflix.
All right,
yeah.
Which are the 3 of the 5.
I mean, it's the most uncreative thing to say, but to be honest with you, if you don't own those stocks, if you haven't owned those stocks, and you'll notice there's 2 that I left out, which are Apple and Google. If you don't, so I think there's a diversity there.
Well, we'd rather you be right and uncreative than wrong and sexy.
Right.
Jeff Scia of Squared, great to see you. The Dow snaps that 7-day win streak with all of this tax reform drama. S&P and NASDAQ finish lower. Coming up, Disney earnings and the Senate Finance Committee.